Let's go over how to sign a 5-star recruit as a 1, 2, 3-star program. This method really works for any program out there, and it also works post-patch, so let's dive right into it. Man, appreciate all the support I've been receiving on this channel so far lately, man. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, man. Super cool to see. Didn't take us too long. We hit our 1,000. If y'all watching, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, and show some support. Appreciate y'all. All right, so we went with Florida Atlantic. We're a 1.5-star program. And the roster's not that bad, honestly. I can't lie. Roster's not that bad. They're listed as an 80 overall. You also can see they're 1.5 stars. And then I also just created our own head coach. And we went recruiter, but we will not upgrade any of the coach coins in the top right corner. Just so you're able to see you don't need to be in a recruiter archetype to even get these recruits. And I'll even go to the abilities. And just so y'all see, so yeah, we won't upgrade anything. We'll leave it just like this. And we're going to try our best to get a 5-star out this cycle, man. We're going to try our best. And I'm kind of just going to go over the method and talk y'all through it before I actually do it. I already set up my board. But kind of the thought process for me, when I'm one of these smaller schools, 1-star, 2-star schools, you know, the whole star system is you should sign that pretty much quality of player that your stars are. So, you know, a 1.5-star program, you should be signing nothing but 1, 2 stars. But if you do that in this game, your team is not going to get much better. Honestly, it's not. You need to sign 4 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars, so your roster is able to improve. And after development, you know, especially go after them gyms that have the higher development. So, me personally, I would rather sign a smaller class, but a class with more talent than signing, you know, 35 2-stars and 1-stars. You know, I'd rather sign 15 and it's all, you know, 3, 4, and 5 stars. I would much rather do that as a smaller class, because if you sign 35 athletes anyway, you're going to end up having to cut a lot of them, you know, especially if you do it back-to-back years. So kind of what I did here, I went to recruiting, I went to the prospect list, and then all I did was went to 5 stars. Then I sorted by target, and then I added all of the guys that we possibly could target to the board, man. Added all of the guys and just did that day one, because like I said, I want to add a 5-star. This is the whole goal of the video, and we're going to add all of them. If I was doing an actual realistic rebuild, I probably wouldn't add all of them, just because I don't need all of them. You know, I don't need to go after, you know, 7 different 5-stars at a small school. That's not going to be, I'm not going to get many of them, you know. And our goal here is pretty much to get, you know, 1, 2 5-stars if you're very lucky. But as a smaller school, you know, you're aiming to get that 1 5-star and then a bunch of 4-stars. And then I did this exact thing right here. Then I sorted by player interest, and I went for 4 and 5 stars. So we do have a couple 4 stars interested in us, and we just added all of those guys to the board. So for this, I will not do any scouting. I will not do any scouting when I'm going after these 5 stars, because as a 1.5-star school, for me, there's no point in scout. You know, if they're a bust or a good player or a gem, it almost don't matter, because, you know, they're damn near will come in at a starting overall. You know, especially if you like the way their attributes look. If you do like partially scout them, but for me, I'm not, man. I'm just gonna offer all these 5 stars of scholarship, and I'm gonna see if we get into the mix for a couple of them, man. So I'm just gonna go through this and offer all the scholarships. So like I said, when I'm a smaller school, I'm not scouting any of the 5 stars. I will scout the 4 stars for sure. And I'll just, you know, go through 95 speed gym. We'll definitely go after that guy, you know. So I'll scout, you know, the 4 stars, see who's good, who's not. And I'll also add more guys to the board. We have an athlete power back who looks pretty good. 94 speed, 86 trucking at power back. Yeah, we definitely want to add a guy like that. Another 93 speed safety. You know, definitely like what I see there. Then a cornerback with 94 speed. So all the 4 stars that's interesting that we scouted all looks good. But and then typically I'll go back in and I'll add more 4 stars to the board. And I won't go after any 3 stars later. If y'all interested in a deep dive into how to recruit, how to dominate recruiting, that's another video. This is more so just, you know, how to get 5 stars. So we're just gonna focus on that. And, you know, since we got hours left over, let's just go ahead and scout the 5 stars. Like I said, in a real dynasty, I will not scout the 5 stars because we only got 500 hours. We need to save them hours, but this is not realistic. We're just here to get one 5 star, and we're gonna go after all these 5 stars on the board. Like I said, in a real dynasty, I typically do not do that. None of these 5 stars look very outstanding. They look solid. We didn't get a bust yet, but none of them looked very good. 90 throw power does not look great for a 5-star quarterback. 97 speed at safety looks phenomenal. And yeah, it looks phenomenal. I don't think I have seen that before. 97 speed at safety is crazy, but we didn't use all our hours. Don't matter. We added all the 5 stars to the board that we're possibly going out there in a real rebuild. You obviously will scout and add, more scholarships. We're not here for that. We're here to get a 5-star. Let's advance. So we advanced. We got to the bye week. This guy right here got every single scholarship offer in the nation. Let's see if any of the 5 stars have not many offers. They all have a good amount of offers. But we're still going to put the 50 hours on damn near all of them, man. Maybe not the quarterback because he don't look too good. But we're going to put the 50 hours on all these guys. And I do want to save at least 50 hours for that cornerback gem that looked fairly good. And then, yeah, we'll have some hours left over. And we'll go to that gem cornerback and make sure we put the 50 hours there. And kind of my thoughts. And then we'll also do this athlete running back, put the 50 hours there. So we're going after a bunch of 5 stars and 4 stars. And we'll go after the 3 stars and 2 stars later. They're easy to find in my opinion, man. You could backload your class with 3 stars easily. You could sign the whole 35-man class with 3 stars if you wanted to, and pretty much only recruiting them at the end of the year. So I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm going to go after all the top dogs now, because to get these guys, you got to get in early and you got to stay in, and you kind of got to get lucky. You kind of got to have some things go your way. But this is how we're doing it. Then I also like to go back over to the prospect list. And I like to go back over to the 5 stars. And I usually like to sort. Look, this guy got 18 offers, 17 offers. So a lot of offers going out. But I like to sort by the guys that don't have many offers. Unfortunately, we have a guy right here with 0 offers, but we can't add him to our board because our pro potential is so low. Another guy right here with 1 offer, pro potential low. So I'll kind of go through some of these guys that's not being heavily recruited during the early weeks, during week 1, week 2. You go after some of these guys and really get in on a race and win them over. But as we're such a small program, we just don't meet some of these deal breakers. So it is what it is. You could do the same thing with 4 stars. And you could do that from the start, man. You could do that from the start. Like, it's the guy right here. Athlete, 4-star. And he also from Florida. We can add him to the list. And you could kind of honestly do this very early on and kind of get ahead on some of these guys. Because they kind of patch when you do it later in the year. It's not going to be as many 4 stars under-recruited later in the year. But you still can find them early on. So we're just going to add them to the board. Maybe later we're able to get in on them. But we're just going to advance again. All right, so we advance to the next week. We still got 50 hours in on these guys, man. And we're making progress. We move up to number 8 for Max. Okay, we move up to number 8 for Austin as well. Move up to 5th for this guy. Move up to 6th. So we're getting in on the board, man. We get locked out of the quarterback. We wasn't pursuing him anyway. The free safety that looks absolutely insane. We do move up to number 6 on his board. And we take the lead for the cornerback, and also our athlete running back, we're also in the lead. So good to see. Let's continue to advance. None of these guys have hit their top 5, so there's not really much we can do at this point. Not much we can do. Once they hit their top 5, then we can throw that hard sell on them. So we advanced again, and at week 2, I say it's kind of when you really able to see if you really have a chance for some of these 5 stars, man. So like this guy right here, we may have a chance. We may have a chance. It's going to be tough. We'll see how week 3 goes. But like this guy right here, Austin, I know we have a chance to get him, man. The only other school that's really pursuing him is Georgia Tech. And we could kind of compete with Georgia Tech, man. I know he's from Georgia, but we do have a 2 pipeline boost. So we do have a chance for that one, man. We definitely have a chance. Once we need to get him on a visit. And we also need to get that hard sell on him sooner rather than later. Then this D tackle, Spencer Richard, we also have a chance. I know we're in 5th place, but we're gaining more influence than some of the other schools. So we have a chance there. Then our free safety that looks insane. Hey, man, I think we got a chance. Oh no, this is not the free safety that looks insane. This the we got 2 free safeties on the board. So for this one, we definitely got a chance for this guy James. Then our outside linebacker, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think we'll have much of a chance to getting this guy. If I had to guess, but we'll see. And then our safety Jason with a 97 speed, man. 97 speed, 79 zone, 72 man. Hey man, that's a cornerback to me. That's a cornerback. If I got this guy in a dynasty in a rebuild, I would move him to corner expeditiously. But that's just me. And maybe we have a chance for this guy. We don't have any pipeline boosts. This is an uphill battle, but because he looks so good, no Diddy, I'm gonna keep going after him. And then we have this cornerback. We're looking good. Georgia Tech is, losing ground. And then as far as our safety, our athlete running back, Danny Cook, we're also looking good. So we only going to add the eight guys right now. And I know that seemed low. That's not many. Like I said, this method, you're only going to sign, 15 to 20 recruits at most. But it's going to be all good players. I mean, it's going to be all good players that will contribute to your team immediately. And that's kind of how I like to play, man. I don't want players that I have to wait 2 years, red shirt them, and then also they have to be a backup. I want guys that I can start as a freshman. And like I said, that's me personally. Do what you want to do, but this is how I like to play the game. But let's advance again and see where we stand. All right, so we're at week 3, I believe. We advanced again, and we do move up a number spot to number 3 for Max Austin, man. We in the lead. Georgia Tech damn near dropped out the race. Damn near. And, we could even put in 60 hours for some of these guys. If we have anyone we want to remove off the board, I would do that so I'm able to put some guys on visits. And like this linebacker, I really want to put him on a visit. We are gaining ground. We can't do the hard sell just yet because I don't have all of his motivations unlocked. But I want to do that sooner rather than later. Then also Jason, one of the safeties. No, this is the very good safety, the 97 speed safety. Hey man, we looking good, man. We looking good for him. I can't lie. And then PJ, our cornerback, that looks good. We're in a good spot. And we can put the hard sell on some of these guys if we know their motivation, but we just don't. I could guess it, but I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to. I kind of want to wait. Maybe we could throw the hard sell on this guy. Let's see if we could figure it out, because we do see his deal breaker is staying close to home, and we do have one of his motivations actually unlocked. So let's see if there's a situation where both of them are together. So maybe program tradition, or maybe it's academic prestige. We just gonna throw we're gonna throw the center house back on because we essentially will be guessing. But at this point, I would really look to get out on one of these guys, because this is kind of one of the situations. If you go after too many people, you kind of gonna end up getting none of them, because we need to put the full 60 hours in for some of these guys, and we also need to put some of these guys on a visit. So let's really look and let's really figure out who do we need to get out on. All right, so I decided I'm going to get out on Max. And kind of my thought process is he cares about playing time. That's his deal breaker. But I don't think we could really ever put the hard sell on this guy without swaying him. And I don't really like the sway option. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It works sometimes, but I don't like the fact that I could put the sway option on him 2 times in a row and I still not able to sway him. So the sway option kind of rubs me the wrong way. And, just because it's staying close to home is a D+, I don't want to do that. I want to put that sell on him. So I think this is a guy we're just going to get out of for now. And with those hours, I want to put someone on the visit. And who do we value the most? It got to be the free safety, right? It got to be our free safety. We can't put him on the visit just yet. So anyone else? I want to do one of the 5 stars. Let's do Dante. Let's put Dante on the visit. And I feel like there's no real point to put a guy on the visit against an FCS school, because if you lose, you just lose points compared to if you win, nothing happens. So we actually going to put him on the visit during the bye week. I usually suggest putting them on the visit ASAP. But yeah, we just going to do the bye week, and then we're going to do the family and friends visit down here. And we have 10 hours left over. Let's go ahead and just throw them on our free safety that we really want to get. So send a house on him, and let's advance again. All right, so we advance again. We're pretty much out on Max, even though it seemed like no other school is really pursuing him that heavily. Maybe we're able to get back in later in the year. We'll see. But Austin, we're doing good, man. We're doing pretty good. We need to get to that top 5. We need to hurry up and hurry that process up along. And let's see if we're finally able to throw the hard sell on any of these guys. D potential, or excuse me, pro potential D minus. So I don't really want to throw the hard sell on that guy. And it's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough when you're some of these lower schools and just all of your grades are pretty low. It makes it very difficult to get some of these recruits, man. Very difficult to get some of these recruits because you need the hard sell them, man. You really need to put the hard sell on them. And but some guys you just gotta sit in the house the entire process, and it don't always work. It don't always work. So this guy we can throw the hard sell on. This is Jason. This is our safety that I keep talking about with that 94 or 97 speed. And yeah, we throw the hard sell on him because we have 2 of his motivations. Then we see his deal breaker is playing time, so we just gotta find an option that match up. All right, so we put the hard sell on him, and then we also gonna DM him, and we're gonna search his social media. We did find the correct hard sell, which is perfect. And I'm considering putting him on the visit, man. I want to put someone on the visit each week, and it might need to be Danny, man. It might need to be Danny. Can we go ahead and throw the hard sell on Danny? We got to throw a hard sell on Danny. So staying close to home, campus lifestyle. Let me go through and see if I'm able to find a hard sell. All right, so we found the hard sell for Danny, and I do not love it, man. We have campus lifestyle A, staying close to home B+, and then program tradition is a D. So not great at all, but we got the hard sell on them, and we'll see what that do. Florida State is making a lot of progress. We would not be afraid to get out on this one if they make a big jump, man. We actually probably need to get him on a visit ASAP, but we're going to have the 5-star. That's a 4-star, so we're not going to worry too much about him, man. Let's focus on what we could control, and let's pit the guy that we actually really want on the visit. We got a complimentary visit if we do the bye week with our linebacker that we have coming. And what is his motivation? Playing time. So let's make sure we sell him on playing time because that's the one category we have A+. And we have 5 hours left over. Let's just throw that on. Let's just throw that on our D tackle. Can we hard sell him? Can we hard sell our D tackle yet? Playing time. We can. Perfect. So I'll also throw the hard sell on Spencer. So I hope y'all kind of see my process. I advanced another week. And just what I'm doing here is like every week I advance, I put another guy on the visit. Put another guy on the visit just because we don't have many hours to work with. We just don't. So I can't put multiple people on the visit each week. So I kind of just recycle that same 40 hours and use it on a different visit every week. So Spencer, we are going to throw on the visit, man. We're going to get another complimentary visit with him. Then we're going to also sell him on playing style. And I just went through and made sure everyone that hit their top 5 that we put the hard sell on them. And we're looking okay. I'm not going to say we're looking great here. You know, Danny, maybe we get him. I don't know. He needs to commit before he goes on that week 8 visit. And, you know, we're not going to throw him on the visit just because he's a 4-star and we're looking for 5 stars. But if it was a normal, you know, video, I would put him on the visit. If it was like a normal rebuild, I definitely would put him on the visit. And let's actually throw this guy the hard sell as well. All right, so we advanced another week. And we get locked out, man. We get locked out by a guy, Dante. And that's not great to see, man. That is not great to see. We had him on the visit, but we get locked out. It is what it is, man. It'll happen when you're, you know, playing with the big dogs, especially a Florida guy that's also interested in Florida, and he's interested in, you know, FSU, interested in the Miami. You know, you're going to get burnt with some of these guys. But like I said, our goal here is to get 1, maybe 2. And I think it's possible. In this situation. Let's throw our guy Austin on the visit. Let's throw him on the visit as soon as possible. Let's sell him on, what's the highest? It looks like staying close to home. It's a little bit hard to see for me, but yeah, staying close to home is his highest. And anything else we could do, we could put this safety on the visit as well since we have some extra hours. And yeah, that's how we're going to carry it. We're going to put him also on that visit for that same game, and then we're going to sell him on staying close to home. And let's try to throw the hard sell on him as well. All right, so let's advance another week and see what we got, man. All right, so I got Danny, the 4-star, committed to another school. We're going to remove him. He did look like an amazing running back, but I think he went to Florida State, which is fine, man, which is fine. Like I said, you're not going to get all these guys It looks like we're in trouble with a couple of them, man. We put this guy on the visit during the bye week, and we did not get much motivation, man. That did not move his needle much. We're still in second place. It is 0 chance we get Jason. 0 chance, so I'll just remove him from the board, man. 0 chance we're going to get him. Let's look at some of these other guys. So this guy, James, I think we have the best chance of getting James. I think we get James. I think James is the 1 5-star we'll bring in this cycle. And it is what it is. We wanted the top free safety, the one with 97 speed, but you just got some of the big dogs in the mix, man. But if you come in second place, you can't be too mad at it. And then also look at Spencer Richard. I don't think we got a chance, man. I don't think we have a chance. He just came off the bye week, and we did not move his needle much, man. Maybe we should have put him on a visit during the actual game, but I want to get the visit in as soon as possible. So we put him on the bye week and, didn't get much motivation. So, maybe that's always something to consider, putting him on a bye week or actual game. But I like to get the visit in as soon as possible. But this situation, we probably should have moved it to an actual game. And then this guy right here, we're looking okay. He's on a visit for this game we're about to sim through. So we have a chance. We have a chance to get 2 5-stars, but these other guys, I think we have no chance of getting. So at this point, once I'm able to identify some people we're not going to be able to get, it's always important for me to get out. Just get out their recruitment and put the hours somewhere else. Like we'll focus on Brian, who is a right end, who is not heavily being recruited, and I think we can get into that mix. And then also we have a safety prospect who looks solid. We did scout him. I'm going to go ahead and put the 50 hours in. We could hard sell him, but our grades are not great. A D program tradition, and then the other one would be a guess. And then we also have this guy right here. We're going to offer him a scholarship. And once we remove some of these other guys, we'll be able to put some hours in him as well. So let's advance. If we win this game, that'll have a big impact. If we lose, I think we're in trouble. Because we lose, it was like -4 red arrows. Red arrow is not always super reliable, but still not great to see. And just like we expected, we do lose out on some commits, and we do lose the game, man. Damn, we do lose to North Texas, and we knew we was gonna lose this commitment and for the D tackle. Then we also knew we was gonna lose this commitment for the safety. But let's see how we did with some of these other guys. And listen, not great, man. Not great at all. Because we lost that game, I think we might have lost out on Austin, man. Austin. The visit went horrible. If you ask me. And that's just how it is, man. That's how it happens in real life. But for James, I think we get James, man. I think we'll get James after this advance. I think we'll get him for sure. And let's go ahead and put some more hours into this guy. And at this point, I'll go back into the board, add some 3 stars, add some more 4 stars, do a little bit of scouting, identify some more guys I like, and really pursue them. But for this right here, there's no point of doing it because we're just here to sign, 1 or 2 5-stars. All right, so there you have it. We get our 5-star to sign, man. I got James. He do sign. And we also get the cornerback, PJ, with the 95 speed. Looks very solid. So we'll take that, man. We'll take that. We get 2 signees. We're at week 9, which is not awesome. But, it's a slow process, man. You're a small school. You have to get in where you can. And Austin is a prime example of a guy we probably should get out of, his recruitment, just because we don't have much chance to win at this point. But we're going to stay in. We're going to stay in for now. This guy, we're going to go ahead and pay on the visit. I'm kind of just going to finish out the year, man. Why not just finish out the year? And I wasn't even using all of our hours each week because that's not what we're here for, man. We're here to get the 5 stars. I'm not here to, actually bring in a great class, if that makes sense. If y'all want to see how to bring in a great class, I have videos for that. But this is not that. This is how to bring in a 5-star as, a smaller school. So let's continue to advance. All right, so we get locked out from one of the players. I just removed them off the board. I think we have a solid chance to get in this free safety or this athlete right here if we actually went through the whole process. Does he look any good? He does look pretty good. Wide receiver, maybe a safety out there. Then this guy, we're in trouble, man. We had to put him on the visit right now, throw the hard sell on him, and really try to fight for that recruitment. This lineman, the 5-star, I already talked about him. We're not. We put up a good fight, but we just did not have enough firepower this go around to get him. But let me just quickly show y'all what essentially I would do at this point. if I you know, kind of just to fill the rest of the roster. So I'll add this guy to the board. I'll go to 4-stars and kind of just search by targets, see if I can add anybody else. And it's only one other 4-star I can add. But at this point, I'll go through all my 3-stars and really load my roster up with a bunch of players. Man, we already have a bunch of 3-stars interested in us. You know, number 2, number 5, number 4. You know, I'll do some scouting on some of these guys. And a lot of players, a lot of 3-stars interested in us. And a lot of them in general that we could just go after. So, you know, I'm continuing to scroll, and we finally reach where we can't go after, you know, no more players. So definitely will be able to, you know, if you do the whole thing correct, you definitely will be able to add, you know, 15 to 20 players. And like I said, that's kind of my goal when I'm recruiting with some of these small schools, because I want to add, you know, very good players and, you know, a small amount of, you know, okay players that may develop, man. This guy's name is O. But Rudy, and then you got Rudy Iverson. I love the names in this game. I know that's off topic, but yeah, we're gonna end the video there because I kind of already reached the goal, man. We already signed the 5-star. We signed the 3, also a 4-star with a 1-star school, and we're in week 10. So we signed them in week 9. But if y'all made it this far in the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Like I said, this is my method of doing it. If y'all have anything better in the comments, let me know. But that's kind of my thought process and how I go about signing 5-stars with smaller programs. But hey, on to the next one. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, all that.